Morning guys, welcome back to GKP. God, has it dropped cold. Things are not all too good either. Let's spin this camera around, show you what's going on. Everyone in here is alright. There's the little lemon Hariwake just underneath there. Well, goldfish are doing alright. Axolotls are all fine. The other little koi in there is fine as well. Thinking about getting this one into the fish tank. That might be another project for today, but temperatures have dropped rapidly. These guys are all huddled up down here. We've got snow everywhere from the other day where it chucked it down with a load. We've got ice forming on the top of the pond, and we've got the big kahakuas not liking it at all. Shag down here, that's still swimming around every now and again. There you go. But the big kahaku, she's not happy. She's not happy one bit. I'm going to get this bit of floating ice off the surface. Inside pond temperatures at 1.4 degrees, man. 1.4 degrees. And we've got outside temps. It says it's 5 degrees, but I'm not so sure. It feels a lot colder than that. Possibly. Hopefully that this fish is going to smarten up a little bit and get this bit of ice off. Bit of ice that's been forming around the pond. Yeah, look, she's not enjoying it at all. Not a great deal I can do for her though. It is what it is. Try and get that ice out. That net'll freeze solid now, no doubt. We just topped up the bird feeders, so they've got a bit of something. But yeah, not good. We're getting ice forming all the way around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lag up these pipes here, get them sorted out. I swore I just saw a drip then. Don't know if I did or not. A bit of a weep on the tap, but we can handle that. Filter's got some leaves in it, I can hear them because I've just turned it up to 10,000 and it's not filling up completely, so we need to get that serviced and cleaned. But she ain't liking it at all, even though she's wintered through in Poland and in the UK in Jeff's Pond last year. She's not happy. So, what can you do? What can you do when you're not heated and your temperatures are plummeting to -5 in the night? Well, for me, not a great deal. She's either going to have to suck it up or we're going to be in trouble. Last night -5, night before was -4, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that should be as cold as it gets. But yeah, the bigger pond is getting a lot colder than the little one used to do. I think the most that ever went down to was about 2 degrees. And this is already at 1.4. One of the air stones has stopped working at the top far corner, top left, don't know why. Probably going to be down to the air stones, the pipework that's running along underneath. It's probably frozen around it and restricting the flow through it. But yeah, Not good. Yeah. She's listing over to her side a little bit, but she's not happy. Everybody else seems to be having a little bit of a mooch around. But boy, has it come cold. So, no idea that this air stone, now it's frozen solid, this air stone stopped working. I'm going to guess that it's probably the pipe that's been restricted. There's absolutely nothing coming through it. But it runs down underneath here and all the way along and around and into the shed. So it's probably more likely the airstone that's, sorry, the airstone, the airline that's been restricted by frost. But yeah, look, she's listing over a little bit. Not good. Not good at all. Let's hope it warms just a little bit. She is moving around, she's not enjoying it one bit. Alright guys, well, I've banged some pipe lagging on, and the flow in and the return back. I've lagged these up because inside the barrel has frozen up a little bit. We might get to the point this season where we have to switch this filter system on the outside off, because if that barrel freezes up and freezes solid, then we're in a heap load of shit, because the pond's just going to pump itself empty. Well, not empty, but it'll switch itself off on there once it drops 2 inch. So filter's done, temps up to 1.6. we'll give the pump a service. These guys are still cruising around, but yeah, this one's not enjoying it too much. She's not looking too happy. She's listing over to the side a little bit, but she's getting up and moving and soon around. Everybody's not looking too happy, all soaking, but it is bloody cold. The next one I want to try do now is, well, not try do, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in this little lemon Hariwake. I'm going to put that little lemon Hariwake in the tropical fish tank. But the next thing I need to do that, oh, there's one of the little axolotls just down there. The next thing I need to do with that is give the tank a good clean and a service first. So that's my next task. Clean out the tank, service the tank, give it a good clean up, tidy up, and then I'm going to bring in a bucket full of this water into the house and let it acclimate to the indoor temperatures once the temperature inside the house is up and warmer. And then I'm going to get that fish bagged up and acclimate it into the tank. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that should be enough to see if we can get some size on it, because it's too nice a fish to leave. Sorry, just having a nose at the fish. Too nice a fish to leave outside. I'd like to see if we can get some size on it throughout this winter, so that it's got a bit of decent growth on it for the beginning of next year, and I can move it into big pond. There's the theory, that's what we're going to try. See what happens. We'll get back to you when we've got that bit done. Right guys, that's the tank cleaned. Got one more job to do, and then we're going to see if we can get this fish in this tank. I'll spin it around and have a look. It's got a bit bubbly, a little cloudy at the moment, but as you can see, I've got one X-ray tetra, one rummy nose, and one black tetra, or penguin tetra, one at two, can't remember which one that is, or two X-ray tetras, there's another one there. There's also two corridors down there, the big plec, and my big clownwort, which is just down here. There's also another little plec which is just in there at the back there. Now, this big pike and that clown loach have been kept with koi before. These little ones, they ain't going to be no bother to it. So I thought, whilst the tank's empty and we've got a little fish like that, we'll get it in and see if we can get some size on it. I need to give the glass a clean, but before I clean the glass, I need to service the filter. So I'm going to service the filter, give that a clean, and then we're going to get this guy, who is now acclimating to room temperature in there, and seems to be doing absolutely fine. Look at that zip. Just got 2 or 3 missing on the front, but that with that little bit of yellow going through it, it just makes it look like it should be. But let's have a quick look. Temperature in there now is 15.6 and the tank is at 24. So 15.4. So we just need him to come up a few more degrees and then we can let him go in the tank. So, well, me and Noah just sit back here and watch him for a little bit. We're going to wait for that to warm up a bit, and then we're going to stick him in the tank, aren't we? Eh? Your little, or your bigger brother's fast asleep, and you're looking at fish. Enjoy looking at them. Hey, baby. Say bye-bye. Alright guys, this is the stage that we're at, and at present now we've managed to get the water to, let me just double check, so it's at 23.4, so it's 23.4 and the fish is comfortable at that temperature. But the tank is too high. At the present, it's at 30 degrees. So the heating's been on here, so the tank's warmed up, but not as fast. And I've had to change the bucket that the fish is in, because my treatment bucket's got a crack in it. So the little guy's comfortable at 23 degrees, that is. There we go, 23 degrees. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lower the temperature of the tank, because I know these tropics that are in here can come down and they ain't going to be shocked by that. So we can bring them down a little bit. We get the get the tank to, let's double check that one. If we can get the tank to 24 degrees, because at the present it is at 28.8, but it shouldn't be that high anyway. It should be lower. I think I must have caught the thermometer or the heater, because I have given it a clean and I might have tweaked it up a little bit. So I'm going to knock that down a little bit, take a bucket out and put a bucket of cooler water in it and lower the temperature of the tank, so we can get these guys somewhere in the middle, and then we can let the little fish into his new environment, as he's in there at present and he's doing perfectly fine. And see, he's swimming around, he's comfortable enough, healthy enough. It's not, but it has taken me all day to get him to this temperature so far. He's happy, he's strong, he's healthy, or she, he or she. But there we go. There we're at the present. I'll be right back in a bit. Alright guys, so we have the fish in a bag now, acclimating. The tank is at, let's double check, I think it's set at 24, but that says 23.4, so it's coming up to 24, and the bag at the pond, sorry, the bucket water that the fish was in was at 22. So I'm just going to leave him now in there for a good hour or so, let him acclimate, and then the fish is going to be in the tank. It's taken me all day to slowly work him up to that temperature. And now Christmas decorations are going up. Halfway in between it we had a power cut. Well, that is it. So the fish is going to be going in the tank, which has all been fully cleaned and fully prepped for him. Full filter clean, all done and sorted. Now I might see if Daz has got any more of a similar sort of size that he would like, to see if I can grow a couple on for him as well. But we'll have to do the same thing again, it'll have to acclimate them up, because I think his polyton's at about 6 degrees. But yeah, not ideal, but too nice a fish to risk losing it in cold. I don't want to lose that one. Let's see if we can get some size on it and see how we can get him, get a bit of size on him, get him outside again come spring next year. And as I've only got 2 corridors, 1 large pleck, which is in there somewhere. Oh, there it is. There's the big pleck. The other corridor is there, and those 4 little neons. It gives the tank some use, and it saves it just sitting there empty. So while that acclimates, I'll get back to you again later on. Right, I'm going to let him out. Get this little bag popped open and let him in the tank. And I'll get the lid back on, the cover back on. There we go, he's in. Let me just get rid of this bag of water that I think I've just burst. So there we go. That's the little fella in the tank. Let's see what we can do with that over winter. I'll get the tank set up, sorry, the lid back on, the lights on, and let you have a look at him when it's all finished and closed. I can't deny it, guys, that's a pretty little koi. There you go, guys, he's in, he's settled. It's got a little place round back of there he keeps popping off to. But you can't deny, guys, that is one pretty little koi. And get some size on that, that'll be a beautiful fish. Absolutely stunning. So there you go, guys, that's it, fish is in, done, acclimated, brought up to temp. Not the usual kind of video, but koi related nonetheless, and something I thought I'd give a go for the weekend. Usual thing, guys, if you're enjoying this kind of content, do us a huge favour, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and until next time, keep smiling, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy, all.